Hey, this is Troy, and welcome to Talk CDL, the Trucker Show. I'm Troy, and this is
Tyler.
All right. Well, hey, listen, we got a lot to talk about today. What's today's date, Tyler?
Oh, the 9th?
We don't even know.
I
Is it
don't
the
even
9th
know.
or
I
the
think
10th?
it's
We're in September,
it's the 9th.
right? 2016?
Yep. September 2016.
All right.
The 9th.
Hey, Tyler, real quick, why don't you tell them how they can find us? You know, we got to do that every time.
Yes.
And don't forget to tell them, like us on Facebook.
Yes. Well, I don't have to tell them. You already told them, but I'll say find us on TalkCDL.com. All the episodes get posted there, as soon as they come out. But if you want to get updates on whenever episodes are going to come out, the topics and all the articles on topics, TalkCDL.com. You can look in the footer of the episode, as well as Facebook.com/TalkCDL. You can see the updates in the community there. We're going strong. I think over 10,000 people on TalkCDL.
All right.
Something like that.
We're somewhere right around that 10,000 mark, yeah.
Yep.
For nearly 40 years, owner-operators have trusted Mercer Transportation to provide them with the freight and support needed to be successful. A 100% owner-operator company, Mercer provides a strong foundation for owner-operators to build their business on. When you're considering your next move, we encourage you to consider Mercer Transportation. Rock solid, owner-operator driven. For more information, visit us today at mercertown.com. That's mercertown.com.
And today we have John with us, right?
Yeah, we got John with us, and John's, he's been around for a long time, and he's just kind of joined the team recently. And John, welcome, brother.
Thanks, but before I get on the show, we never did talk about my contract and the royalties from the show.
Wow. Hey, you know what I like about him? He's already a smartass.
Already there, man. He's already there.
Yeah, it's kind of an oxymoron.
If
smart
only,
and ass.
If only we made money from the show.
We would give him royalties.
Give him royalties. No.
But does he have like royal blood or what?
Well, I'm on the show now, so I think you will.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this guy. He's a car salesman by trade, so he's
right.
But he's not a car salesman no more. He's a trucking guy.
Yeah,
right?
he's in trucking.
He's in trucking. We brought him in.
He's in. Once you're in, you don't get
I hear the only thing lower than a car salesman is a lawyer. Is that true?
I think that's pretty much on.
Your bachelor's degree wasn't in law, was it? Yeah, I know you have one. So, all right. So, what are we talking about today?
Hey, listen, real quick. We don't have long. It's a short show, so just real quick, a couple things I wanted to bring up, and in fact, there's a couple things that we can kind of be on the watch out for right now. There is, let's see here, in Baltimore County. Of course, in the Baltimore area, Southern PA, Baltimore, Maryland area, it says Baltimore County approves major fine increase for parking semis in neighborhoods. And Tyler, how many times in the last year did we have shows involving all the damn parking that everybody's screwing truckers out of? They're all like and even Walmart doesn't allow truck parking as much as they used to. If you've looked at the new Walmarts, the new ones going up around here, it's almost impossible to get a truck in there and a camper. They used to invite truckers to park. Now truckers are being like shunned from everywhere. And this county in Baltimore, which are in the Baltimore area called Baltimore County, they just quadrupled the fines for, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Quadrupled the fines for truckers. I mean, these guys are out there just trying to make a living. Nobody wants to. You know what? I think every state should be obligated to provide free freaking parking for the working men in their community. But here, let me read this article. It says, on Tuesday night, the Baltimore County City Council unanimously, I want to say they're scumbags. Can I say that they're scumbags?
Sure.
Okay, they're scumbags. Right? And listen, if anybody wants to sue me, I got permission to call you guys scumbags.
Yeah, I gave it to them.
There it is. So it says they unanimously voted to increase the penalties for parking a semi in a residential neighborhood in spite of the fact that there is a huge truck parking shortage in the area. It says councils unanimously approved. Check this out. The ruling comes after complaints. Of course, you know what's funny? All these people out there, they want to complain about truckers parking in their neighborhoods, but they would be crying like little babies if we didn't deliver their milk and their bread and their food and their clothing and their babies' toys. You know what? I say take away their babies' rattle and their toys and let the babies just cry with the stuff that comes on trucks. Maybe that'll let them.
I don't think we should punish the babies.
Yeah, I want to punish the babies.
No, what would the babies do? I don't want that. I have a baby. I don't want her to keep screaming.
If your baby, if we took away your baby's toys, Tyler, and taught her it's because they screwed the truckers, she would grow up trying to protest for truckers.
Yeah, and then I would lose a job.
Listen to this. It says this means that truckers parking in the neighborhood in Baltimore County will be fined $250 to $500. And listen to this. Here's the screwy part. It's a misdemeanor charge.
Wow.
So exactly. So not only do you get a big screwball fine having to find a parking space for your livelihood, right? But you also get a criminal record.
That is insane. You know,
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
send it.
If the trucker's taking a nap in the back, technically he's still in the truck. Can he still get fined?
He's parked.
He's parked. That's a good answer. Yeah, he's parked. He's got his parking brake out. That means he's parked.
Yeah, he's parked. He's sitting there. He's idling. He's no longer on the road. I would imagine there has to be some sort of time frame, and maybe it'll be up to the discretion of whoever's writing the ticket, but some sort of time frame that'll justify how long you have to sit there to be considered parked.
And then here's what else it says. The new ruling also makes it easier for the county to tow the trucks that are parked in residential areas by giving the Department of Permits, Approvals, and Inspections power to order a tow. Baltimore County Police will also retain their right to order a tow for a parked semi. I'll be honest with you, man. This is a bunch of BS. Now, not only does the trucker, here's a trucker. If Baltimore, obviously these big cities have more truckers in them than the country does. So you're inside the loop. You need trucks delivering to you. You need trucks to support your local neighborhood. They pay taxes. Everything the trucking industry does for everybody is money. Let's be honest, it's money. And yet you're going to penalize the guys that are doing the labor. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm pissed off about this actual article, Tyler. And I'm telling you,
I can see where they're coming from. I'm going to be the devil's advocate here.
I'm pissed at Tyler now.
Yeah,
too.
everyone's going to be pissed at me, but I can see where they're going at, because sometimes, and I've seen it in so many different areas, in some of the Florida small towns, some of the small towns here in North Dakota. And now most of the guys here, they got lots of land, they got plenty of room for their trucks and everything. But some of those smaller areas kind of seem like maybe they were the ones that spoiled it for everyone else, because you got people, a lot of truckers don't really care. They got that cocky attitude. They pull up in there and they just kind of ruin the neighborhood in a sense. They don't, maybe they're the guys that don't take care of their trucks, not very visually appealing. Maybe that's not a very good justification, but there's reasons behind it for public safety as well, I think.
All right, Tyler, let me say this. I do see your point. All right. But let me just say this. And you're right. One bad apple always spoils it for the whole bunch.
Yeah.
It's an old saying. But now think about this. You know where I stand on this. These guys are the working men and women out there busting their brains out to do a job. You come home and all of a sudden you have nowhere to park your truck. Now, let me tell you something. You're right. We did some articles on truckers that they're throwing piss bottles. What they call them? Trucker bombs?
Trucker
bombs. And there's videos where truckers pull into parking lots in the back and they're emptying out the garbage, the McDonald's crap onto the side of the road or on the parking lot. That does hurt truckers also. I will say that. But in the long term, okay, I really believe. In fact, let me read the rest of it. It says the Maryland Motor Truck Association says that the lack of available truck parking along I-70, I-83, and I-95 is at the root of the problem, and that increasing fines is not an effective long-term solution. So
I don't think so either.
Well, even the Maryland Motor Truck Association is saying that this is really not a solution. I mean, not really, to be honest with you, all this is going to do is just create more friction between truckers and everybody else.
Yeah, but I also think that, you're talking about Baltimore, it's like